Hello, hello. Welcome, or welcome back. If this is not your first time, shouldn't be. We have another episode you can watch later, but right now it's episode 2 of Project Solar. Hi, everybody. I'm not a dwarf today. It's not Tuesday. It's Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be running the show though. My name's Emily. She, they pronouns. My lovely players would go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hi, everyone. My name is Satan or Alyssa Vamp Art on the internet. I use any pronouns as well as my character, who goes by the name of Viper, who's our local fixer.
Hmm. Hi, I'm Emmer, humbly on the internet. I use they them pronouns, and I'm playing Zero. He uses he him pronouns, and he is our techie.
Hey everyone, I'm Penitent. You can't find me on the internet because it's bad out there. I am this evening playing Cleve, who uses he, him pronouns. Oh, and I use he or they pronouns.
Hello, I'm Milo they he, and today I will be playing Hikelate, the medtech, who uses they them.
Awesome. Before we get back into our story, I just want to remind everyone that this is a cyberpunk story. So it's going to get into some themes of, you know, punkness and maybe fighting against a oppressive governmental finance hell that reigns above. Not that that sounds familiar to anybody. So that is a potential warning if that kind of story is not your cup of tea, or if you need to pause or take a step away from that, or anything. There might be violence, there might be cool, weird technology that interacts with people in all kinds of weird ways. But if you're prepared for a story that talks about those kind of things, because I think they're neat, maybe you do as well, let's go ahead and get right back into it. Last week, we met our runners, our cyberpunks. They're a chaotic group with, I mean, I guess the most chaotic among them might be the lad. Um, they um, all have their wonderful specialties. We've got a fixer named Viper who's got a sick bar that our group is headed back towards. We've got a wonderful techie, the gremlin, the gremlin, the glue, the um, the the amazing edge runner living in quite rough conditions. Our wonderful hacker penitent, Cleve, sorry, uh, and our crazy, wonderful, um, creative, maybe a bit uh, reclusive with their personal life, but always happy to yap and make people more beautiful. Our uh, lovely medtech. We met them all, got to know them, and got to know what they do in a dangerous situation as they went to a festival gone wrong. They've jumped in to rescue this young woman that they've all seen around town. This Ember, suspiciously named after a 2000s cartoon character. Um, this some mysterious masked assassin went and shot this person. Our group went in to save them, and also maybe fuck the government, hack into the robots, steal some drones. Uh, yeah, things went weird, things went wild. Our group managed to scoop up this girl, Ember, who seems mostly okay, surprisingly okay, considering she just got shot and isn't bleeding and seems to have a lot of robo internals. Um, yeah, you guys have scooped her up after maybe a miscommunication with someone who also has their interests in mind. This gruff, tall, uh, rough and tumble sort of man
Bridge of
whose
a
name
man.
we don't know.
Hmm.
Who after a little scuffle with our fixer Viper is joining you guys as you run away from the chaotic scene that you are leaving, totally clean and with no mess and no active uh, escalating riot in your on your six. Guys, what you doing? Where are you going? Speaking of this unknown gentleman, he is turning and yelling. You said you have a bar. Where are we going? And you're still carrying Ember, right, Fixer?
Yeah, I'm still carrying Ember. If we're just continuing right where we left off.
Give me the girl.
Are we so like on the
You
run?
guys are running,
Mhm.
yeah. We're not still in
Uh,
initiative, but things are still going a little fast at the moment.
Yeah. Sure. Mm, no, actually, he'll say, I have a bike. I can get there faster. It's the snake pit.
Yeah, I know it. Bike's not gonna carry. Fine, and he just keeps running off down the. He like starts booking it like double speed. No longer concerned with keeping up with you guys. Seems to
Mhm.
have a plan. He shouts over his shoulder, "I'll meet you," and is off. What are you the what is the group of you guys up to? What's the plan?
Well, I feel some of us should probably follow them. Um, maybe including high plates in case any further medical attention is needed on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I kind of assumed we were all going to the snake pit, but yeah.
No, we
okay.
are
Yes.
but Viper's going by bike.
Oh,
That
okay.
will
So-
only carry at least at most
other
one,
person.
maybe two people with like starting to get into like skill checks to stay balanced at
Mhm.
that point.
Yeah. So 2 on bike, 2 on foot following this pair.
Okay, I'll hop on the bike.
Does it fit both of us and Ember?
Ooh.
I thought
Yeah,
he was
that's-
going with Amber. I'm confused.
No, Viper didn't want to hand Ember over, and he
Oh,
is
you
seemingly
didn't
cool with
hand
that for
I
her
now.
did
over.
not know. Yeah.
I understand now. I
Um,
understand. I thought he was saying give me the girl and we'd pass her over. Never mind then. You and Amber can go in that. The rest of us can just go by foot then, yep.
I will say with regards to if any two people are tiny and twinky enough to get on the bike at the same time, it's this these two characters would have the best chance of holding on together. I would allow it
Yeah.
in that one specific case if you guys both
Okay.
wanted to go on the bike, but that still leaves the other two of you on foot.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, that's fine. I got
Okay.
heelys, bro.
Yeah. Hi, Clay. You twinky enough?
Sorry if that's not the read. I don't know. Based on the art I've
Oh
seen.
no. High clay is pretty damn bony.
Okay.
Okay.
Just make sure to hold
Um,
on so the wind doesn't take you.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, thanks.
Alright,
Yeah. So I will take off with this guy. Try to keep toe with him. If I need to, I'll use my heelys because I feel he has long legs and I have little legs.
Oh.
But I have heelys, so
Yeah. You guys take off after this. You guys split at a V in the road, going
Yeah.
similar but not quite the same directions. You make your way as you're making your way, you're quickly losing this guy. He's like I said earlier, very athletic and also just like seems to have no concern with staying in the same region as you, is like on like focused going somewhere. As well, the two of you are being slowed down a bit by people both also running into away from this area. There's a bit of a fun like a funnel of people, not the if that's I don't know if that's the right way to
Mhm.
describe it, but it's slowing down, and as well as you're getting attention of like local kids who know you are like coming up to you, it's like, what the heck just happened, Zero? Like the people are the streets are a buzz right now because like this is a lot going on. This is a lot, and people, yeah. Oh, I think you're muted, Emma, or I
He's
can't
so
hear you.
Gosh darn it. I'll be like, yeah, shit's wild, yo. I'll fill you in later. If anyone's following us, can you slow them down?
They back off. You're
Yeah,
now just fighting against regular crowd traffic
that's fine.
at this point, but keep heading off. You don't see this gentleman right this moment, but you are still headed off in the direction that you, at least towards the snake pit.
Yeah. I feel like I'll try to like zip along at speed where people will feel inclined to get out of my way slightly in case they're bowled over, and allow Cleve to like follow behind in my wake.
Yeah, and I think honestly, I think once we're out of the immediate sort of crush of like, there's been gunfire and things, Cleve
Mhm.
just slows to a walk. Cleve has no great interest in getting there quickly. It's,
Okay,
uh,
what's on Cleve's mind? Once
Cleve is kind of just disaffected. Like, Cleve is just really like just quite disaffected about this and just like going over what happened while in cyberspace and just like kind of like, well, what did I do? Did I do things right? Did I mess up? Kind of just very much in his own head at the moment, but also just doesn't want to run. He's in his cool party fit, which was like that ridiculous like holographic iridescent trousers, and I don't think those are good for running. Quite frankly, if he doesn't have to, he doesn't want to.
Fair, fair.
that's awesome. Just too cool for school. I love it.
Just
You guys are heading off. Viper Highclay, how's your trip with Amber going? She's still hurt, but you're still carrying her. But it's just like she's largely not um responsive. She seems a little
Highlight has
dazed still.
a white knuckle grip on like both of these people, both hanging on to Viper, so like they don't fall off this bike, but also so they don't like lose Ember.
Yeah. Yeah, the way Viper position was like her driving Ember and then High Clip behind so that High Clip can hold onto Viper and make sure Ember doesn't fall off.
Like
Um
sandwiching them.
yeah. But she is like their concern is getting to the bike
Hmm.
and booking it, but they're taking back streets that A may be less crowded, B to try and lose anyone following them, and C to get to the back of the bar to not going straight to the front so that that's so our people aren't aware that they're going directly there.
Okay. Um, that sounds to
That's
me like I'm gonna
a
want you to
land
roll some sort of
vehicle.
stealth
Yeah.
check. Well,
Stealth?
even just, I think that's more appropriate because it's
Yeah.
both getting towards your vehicle stealthily. It's taking the stealthy route. I don't know
I'm better at
exactly.
stealth, so I'm a-okay with that.
Okay, awesome.
Where is she? Here we go.
Ooh.
Mm,
So a crit and a fail, so 2.
alrighty. Um,
I don't know how that ended up as a 2 because I have a plus 11,
so
but you
so it's a
know.
crit
The
failure.
10
So you
is,
rolled a
yeah.
you rolled a 1 plus 11 is 12 minus 10.
The red
That's
dice, when you crit fail, you roll a 10 and then subtract that from your roll.
Yeah, so
that's
you
ooh. So
like the
horrible.
worst
Yeah.
possible roll you could do.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the worst
Well,
possible roll I could do, and it's on stealth, guys. Everything's
okay.
great.
Yeah,
Great
so
roll
Well,
good,
to
so
start the
cool.
session.
To honor that it's the
Horrible.
worst
Yeah.
roll
Oh
literally,
god.
if you're telling me this is the worst you could possibly roll, the only way that I can commit to that fully is by saying you're 100% certain that you get to your vehicle fine. Everything goes smooth. Everything goes absolutely perfectly.
Don't
You
say that.
manage to get you recognize the kid that's looking after your bike sitting on a stoop wearing a hat, like just like sort of like sleeping in a corner wearing a hat that you even know is like not something he normally wears. It's his dumb floppy "Hey Zero, look at check me out, this I'm doing the thing you asked me to do" hat.
Yeah.
Like, like it plays it cool as a cucumber. doesn't even like really acknowledge you other than to like
He's just
open an
sleeping.
eye at you
Oh,
as
okay.
they like as you walk by. Like it's the perfect pass off. You two make it to the bar. Absolutely no problem. It's like quiet. Like you don't even run into traffic. It's easy peasy. What's the ride like for you two as you head there? Like I said, quiet, easy.
So easy. So easy. Um Viper's not much of a
That's your
talker,
crit fail.
so yeah, so it's that's the best role I could have done, clearly, if things are so easy.
I'm so fucking
Mhm.
cool.
I'm so cool. Maybe I should have rolled driving, you know?
No need when the streets are this empty and
Yeah.
quiet.
It's so
She doesn't
easy.
like that. But Viper's not a big talker, especially if they're trying to get somewhere quick. They are trying to keep their eyes out in case they see anything, but they're just taking back streets and loops to then get to the back of the bar.
Highlight spends the entire time sweating, but Highlight spends most things sweating, so they don't really. Oh, it's just normal nerves that they always have. They've got a bit of an anxiety disorder, whatever.
All right.
But they do eventually chirp in. They're like, Viper,
Mm-hmm.
have you driven this before?
Hey, my driving is great. The stealth, not so much.
Yeah, it's great. It's
No,
great
your
driving.
direction. I don't think I've seen this place in my life.
I may have gotten lost 2 turns back.
Oh, can we
I'm
turn around and-
trying. I'm
All right,
trying.
it's that way. It's fine. Could I get both of you guys to just give me a perception check? Like not a human perception check, the perception check, just a awareness roll.
Awareness or so.
It's I believe it's perception in this.
Okay, it is perception. I did not quite understand that so well. God.
15.
18.
There's a
Perception's
human
great.
perception, which is insane.
Way.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah. Yeah. You both notice as you pull up to the. Like I said, your ride is quiet. Don't really see any. Like I said, don't cross anyone's path on your way out, especially when you got lost in a parking lot of an underground parking lot on your way
Mhm.
there. Yeah, you eventually make it back. You both notice right away that the place is like bumping, which is wild when it was quiet when you left. Like you weren't. You were
Mhm.
expecting it to be like an easy shift, so that's why you're leaving like kitty. Like it's not a day where it should be busy, but
Mhm.
it's louder than you expected as you guys pull up.
Mm-mm. Okay.
I'm gonna check back in with Cleve and Zero.
Hey,
You
hey.
guys are well. One of you was running. One of you is walking. Any immediate change to that pace? Zero, would you be noticing the difference in pace? You're just going.
Well, I'm happy to roll to see if I notice. But I know exactly why he wouldn't if I roll terribly.
I mean, I don't
Um,
think he's like hiding or anything. That he's. I
That's
think
the thing,
if you
it's
would have
more-
think to look back.
yeah, to be like to say something or just to check and see he's okay, because there's a bit of a crush, and I'm trying my best to like clear a path. But equally, well, I'll see what happens. Because I might.
That's good enough. This is
Okay.
this is not a stranger. This is a person you
No.
know that you're trying to keep
Yeah.
an eye. Like you guys are. Yeah,
I've probably
things are
been
fine.
zipping,
Yeah.
zipping my way
Yeah.
downtown,
Um,
wheeling fast. And then I turn around and I'd be like, "Hey man, what's that? Whoa, wait, wait! Hey, Cleve, keep up!" I turn
yeah.
around so that I'm wheeling backwards.
You as this happens, you guys are coming together. As you turn around, look back, you see off in the distance, more towards the down. You look down the ways and notice the I don't know what to call it, but the kerfuffle behind you.
Ah,
That's
yes.
the street
Mm,
slang these days, obviously.
yes.
It, there, you know, the police presence has increased since you left. When you were leaving, the actual like physical human beings hadn't really started to arrive yet. It was just like the
Yeah.
waiting suspiciously in wait immediate response
Yeah.
that you guys dealt with. You guys got out of there as things were getting there. So you look down, you see a few cars pulled up at the end of the alley, essentially, sort of
Mm-hmm.
like blocking off the flow of traffic in that direction.
Mm.
You could I get could I get
Yes.
I kind of want to honor your 12 earlier. With just say you just see what I'll give you is you see some cops looking down the way. It's because like they're not
Are they looking our
gonna be
way or
too subtle
down?
about it. Yeah, looking down your
Oh,
way.
can I
Watching, looking at
zoom my
at least
optic
two
in?
having a conversation about you.
Oh, about us.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Especially with a
Shoot.
zoom in, it's 12 is good enough to see they're
Yeah.
looking at you. They're not. They are not hiding that they're looking at you. They're talking. They're having a calm conversation between the two of them about it.
I'm gonna
While they're
stop.
just standing by that like car
Yeah,
blockade.
my wheeling and just place a hand on Cleve's chest to like stop him as well. Hey, act natural in that, but there's some cops having a conversation about me, you, us. I don't know. Looking our way.
Right. Sorry, what's that got to do with anything?
We apprehended their suspect, i.e. the woman that got fucking shot.
Oh,
And may or may
right,
not have
yes.
some stolen drones in my bag.
Oh, right, yes.
And we may or may not have hacked into the net and done some janky shit while we were looking for the shooter.
Yes. Yes, you're right,
Yes.
sorry.
Hmm. Do we
Okay,
want
yeah.
to? Because if we beam ahead and just let them know that we might be a little delayed, and maybe head in a different direction and just, I don't know, in case they tail us.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
You
Yeah,
okay, man? You alright? You good?
just thinking. Yeah. So it's
That's a
been
dangerous thing.
an odd evening. Yeah, kind of pulls out his like phone and just sort of absentmindedly sends a text to sort of the group, basically saying similarly what Zero suggested, of like that we're going to be delayed, but we're en route.
I will reply in a very Zero way and say the streets stink of bacon. We're leading them on a merry goose chase. And then the goose emoji that's honking.
Naturally.
Yeah.
The goose emoji.
Yeah, naturally.
Which exists now that it's what year is it? Like 2100 and
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an
animated goose honking. Yeah.
they
a very-
finally
yeah,
updated the iOS. And
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah.
image of a extinct animal. It's
So yeah, all right. You gonna keep up this time?
it's difficult but surely we want to.
I can give you a
not
piggyback ride.
be-
I'm not like the strongest, but you know, I think that would be fun.
I feel that
It
defeats
feels
the purpose of
appropriate.
keeping our heads
Bacon.
down.
Well, we're not keeping our heads down. We can lead them away so that they're not following where the others are going.
Right.
I'm assuming you guys
Yes.
are on the move while this
No,
Yeah, I
conversation.
think we're still
I-
walking.
No.
Well, we can. I initially stopped to get Cleve's
So you're
attention
pulled
to what
off.
was going on.
Okay.
Peeled off a little bit, but yeah, we can have started moving by this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just act natch.
I just want to, yeah. What does act naturally mean? Like, what is your plan here? I
Mm.
just want to ask
Yeah.
y'all's intention while
Yes.
moving away,
The
so that I
intention,
can know.
yeah.
There's gonna be a role here.
Yeah, is
There's
to
just gotta be.
to start going in a direction that is not the snake pit, so that if these police that are talking about us plan on following us, we're not leading them exactly where this gal is.
Yeah, I think while like we're walking, I think I would like to kind of basically try and suggest some routes that we could take of that, like some, well, it's like I don't know, if you go down Babler Street, I'll go down Babler Street, and we can meet at the middle, and we'll sort of fan them, take them part. Like I think my plan is to, at least what Cleve's plan is to just try to get to like a really narrow, twisty, turny alleyway kind of part of town, and just do a load of loops in order to get the police off our backs.
Okay. Can do. And I salute you as I disappear off. I just pick a random route. In fact, what I think I'm going to try and do is following the street pattern, because I'm a street kid from this kind of area, so I think I know it really well. Is that I'm kind of imagining that there was something tracking my GPS, and I'm just going to spell "fuck you" as I'm walking as I go down the streets.
Very good.
It's as good a pattern as any, and then I'll.
Well, that's obviously going to change what kind of roll that I'm having you roll. It's less navigation, more something more creative than that.
Yeah, I will eventually land up where Cleve said for us to meet, but I'm making a statement as I go.
I'm assuming that our end goal is to meet up at the Viper's Pit, right? But
eventually, when we're sure
Snake
that
Pit. I've
we're not
already
being
forgotten the
followed,
name.
I
I'm so
think.
sorry.
Snake Pit, yeah.
Snake Pit. I was close. My memory's terrible. I do apologize.
It was close. You're
everyone.
good.
I don't have the full skill sheet out ahead of me, and I should.
I'm just having a look at like what could. Well, I do have local expert.
That's what I was thinking, right?
Like,
so you know the streets well enough
so
to
well
picture
that-
the
yeah.
F fuck you.
Yes.
Because you're gonna need specific angles to make that work.
Exactly.
That's 7 letters, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I admire the people that do that when they're doing their running, so that you're
wild.
the track.
Technically, it can be 5 if you're just using a U.
Yeah.
Technically, it can
That's
be
true.
4 if you spell it really badly.
FCKU.
Yeah. Maybe 2. If you
It
just
is,
write 2.
to be fair, it is noted, I can't fucking read and write.
That's so
So
true.
who knows
Betsy.
what-
That's true.
But I will say, much like knowing what a picture looks like, I know what the letters look like for fuck you.
I know the
Like,
shapes.
Swear words, I know what they look like.
I know.
Those are the only
know the
words that
shapes.
Zero can read, right? It's swear
Yeah,
words.
swear
Fucking
words.
you.
Yeah, but really badly. FCKU. Yeah, so I feel like you're home local expert, maybe?
Local expert would be a great role.
Okay.
And I think
15.
Penitent, if 15, that's definitely good enough to make a recognizable FU. Yeah, that'll do it. It takes a minute for you to plot it out fully and also integrate it into what Cleve is giving you. Penitent, I'm tempted to just any intelligence-based skill.
I was pushing for
is handing
local expert
out.
as well.
Ah.
Okay, that's great. Yes.
Sort of using the same kind of logic. I'm just not trying to be quite as cute about it.
Right.
He can't be cute.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you think I'm cute?
Yeah.
Everybody's so creative.
Yeah.
It's true.
Beautiful. With a role like that, the navigation part is easy enough because as far as you're concerned, Zero can do whatever the fuck he wants to do. If he wants to get creative and
Truly
have
none
fun
of
with
my
it,
business.
really, that's fine by me as long as you meet me these coordinates. These
Yes.
set of coordinates that continue to get closer to where we're going.
Yeah.
And
Thank
so
you,
long as you're
Zero.
convinced that you've got rid of the police, I don't really care at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah.
Right. I'll say an 18 is even good enough that you have so much time between point A and point B and point B and point C that you really have time to think about it. And you are not maybe in as frivolous of a mindset about the people who might potentially be trying to track you as you're on your way. I would say that an 18 is good enough that you're able to find spots along the way to either take deliberately slowly while waiting for Zero to catch up, or to have a good spot to be able to like have a vantage point to maybe casually keep an eye on your back while you're doing this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have the time and knowledge base to be able to plan that out
Mhm.
with ease with an 18. I'm
Yeah.
gonna want to give you a perception check, I
Yeah.
think,
Because you
to
have the
see
attention
what you're
span.
able to take advantage of with those
Yeah.
times with that time.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to spend a point of luck for this, I think, just to give
Ooh,
myself a
fun.
+1.
And I'll give you a +2 for being able to have time to really uh
Wonderful. So that's a total of 15 then, because
Nice.
Demiplane doesn't
the
seem
luck
to
point
add luck
is added in
automatically.
already.
Yeah. Is it?
Okay.
No, no, no. I know I have a
Then it's
+11 anyway.
16.
No, no, I no, it isn't. So I have a +11 anyway. So it
So
should be a.
16.
I thought I was only
Luck
adding
point
+1.
and 2. We said in
Oh,
plus.
did you? We give him
Yes,
plus
I
two,
gave
Emily.
you a
Sorry, I
plus
didn't hear
two.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Sorry,
it's okay.
sorry. 16. That
I'm
was me
giving you a
mishearing.
+2 for the extra
16.
time that you have, because
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
you know,
total 16.
awesome. Um, yeah. You definitely you're getting the sense that you guys definitely still have like you remember the job you did to get out. You took had a
Mm-hmm.
flashy exit. You're
Mm-hmm.
recognizable people in the community. Um, you're able to see like they're not particularly so after like the first time or two that they see like that they're like you're watching them. They're watching you. You both like they're being cool. They're not like chasing you down. They're not an entry. They're not looking like you're a later problem is your
Mm-hmm.
read on the situation, or they're like they're not really chasing after you, but they are like very clearly like took stock of you and then let you guys do this fuck you prank on them, and
Mm.
they'll figure out you definitely have their attention. Plus maybe the other half of your group immediately
Are
credit
drawing
Yeah,
failed.
maybe,
attention. Yeah.
maybe
um
did maybe did do a worse job. Yeah, who could say?
Can I
I never said my bike was quiet.
a little addendum that if I take a shortcut through this one sort of like hole in the wall restaurant type thing where a couple of the kids that I know are working in the kitchen cleaning dishes, that I cut through there to make the straight line of my F. Can I pass my hacked drones to some of them and ask them to drop it off back at my ramen place at a later date? Like tell them to drop it off like tomorrow, just to give it some time to cool down. So that if I was to get caught, say, in the next hour, I don't actually have said drones on me. Is that
okay,
possible?
you're trying to hide the drones, or you're trying to
Yes, I'm trying
do
to pass
something
it off
to
to
them?
I'm trying to pass the drones off to some of the street rats. Um and ask them to like find a place to store it so that it can cool off a little bit and then drop it off to my place in the next
Okay.
day or so. Just so that
Okay.
if I did get apprehended today, I don't have the actual drones on me, if it's possible.
Okay. I don't know if there's a difference between like a physical stealth and a like charisma based. I'm tempted to say this is more of a performance or a deception role. I don't. Again, sorry, audience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Who that I'm still learning. We're still learning the mechanics, the details, the granulars.
I mean, there's a conceal skill. I mean,
Conceal.
that's more for like your internal stuff. But
But
whether
that's me hiding, yeah, and I
yeah,
don't know if I'm
Mhm.
necessarily concealing. I'm trying to be more
Well,
subtle
you're
if you'll
concealing
allow me to roll
the
stealth. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think it's more about having that interaction and the handoff itself. Like you're not hiding the object. You're just
Okay. Yeah.
trying not to be obvious about the fact that you're handing this off to go cool down. I'd say stealth works.
Okay. 14.
Yeah, easy, smooth. You've got folks that know how no questions asked, who know the
Yeah.
routine. Yeah.
I'll be sure to give them some like extra eddies
Okay.
as a thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
And that burrito that I didn't eat if they want it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Making just making a roll for them hiding the object.
Sure.
Don't mind me.
Of course.
Um,
And then once I've done
awesome.
that, then I'm gonna like zip on and then eventually sync up with Cleve.
Awesome. Yeah. Like I said, you're able to avoid like there's no like hassle on you as you're making that way, but
Yeah.
it does take a bit. So
Mhm.
we'll check back in with the others.
He spends extra
as
time
you're
committing to the bit, basically. Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Awesome. We are back at the snake den. The snake den, right?
Snake pit.
The snake pit.
Snake pit rather than Viper's Den. Maybe like just colloquially people call it all of the above.
The snake pit, Viper's
Snake
den
pit.
because her name's Viper. The Viper pit,
Viper
the
den.
snake den doesn't matter. The
I
serpent
introduced Satan to the drink
Viper's
Snakebite
Den.
Black, which I
Okay.
don't think is a thing in the States, but it's definitely a thing here. Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a thing there.
It's a thing here. It's gonna get you trashed.
Yeah.
Yes.
You make your way. You make your way through the back, like through your office's back
Yeah.
area way.
She
Um,
is. Sorry.
Feel free to tell
continue.
us anything you want about what that looks like. By the way, it's your space. I can if you have any questions about it, but like feel
Yeah.
free to go off.
She has a back door that's a little bit more industrial, so it's a little larger. And she'll get off the bike, have people get off the bike, and she'll move it into the back of the bar itself. She does not leave that baby out. And there's a few extra rooms. One is possibly an office, storage room, extra like crates of drinks and stuff like that. But she will usher Highclate with Ember. She'll move some crates behind, and behind there's a door of like a secret room because she's had to hide people before. It's not a big room. There's like a cot, maybe a chair, and maybe like max 5 people fit if you don't mind being cramped. But she will put Ember down there and just let Highclate do their thing before like
Okay.
making sure that the doors are locked in the back and stuff.
Awesome. And you have the room place pretty well insulated. Actually, I would say like it's pretty quiet back here. Not a lot of sound is gonna.
Yeah.
Not
But
like
if there's music, she can hear the bumping.
yeah. It doesn't sound like crazy party music. It's not like big speakers thumping is as much the volume you hear, but you do hear like even from here you hear chattering, which is weird.
Yeah.
Like it'll take a lot of voices to carry through the
Yeah.
walls in the same way. But there's definitely people like it's too. I say it's too hard to pick out like particulars, but like you're
Yeah.
getting like a high emotional energy.
Yeah. As she's
But yeah, you
securing
guys are
the
able to
back,
get safe.
yeah. And what Highclase is something that they've definitely done this before. They've definitely like hidden people. They definitely run from people before. So as they kind of leave them to the room, they do get of like this kind of like emergency bag where they just put a shirt over. Because I have cyber hair, her hair changes color to like a it's purple. It changes to like a bright orange. And she immediately takes it out of the braids to kind of change her hairstyle. So that
Right.
the description of like person wearing a bikini top with purple braids doesn't fit her anymore, basically.
Love that. Awesome. So you spend a little time getting ready. Hi, Kite. Are you're still in the room with where are you at after being led into here?
As soon as they're allowed, Highclate gets like this big dumb smile on their face, like rubs their hands together like a little fly, and gets looking at
Yeah.
Awesome.
just does their thing really. Looks over basic injuries, looks over more interesting, cool, gnarly injuries, and
Yeah, I'll give you another because I'll definitely give you another either first aid or medicine. I think medicine will give you more information. And I'll give you the +2 because you have time now. You're not like she's not just like on the floor in a crowd. You have time to actually like properly take a look. Um,
Well,
she,
that's
by the way,
happening.
has been still been quiet. But just like as you're starting to look, is like catching her breath, like trying to like center herself, and is just like, "Thank you, guys. By the way, I appreciate it."
What?
And then it's just back in internal again as you chat.
Well, that's
Do you want me
happening
to
real
roll?
quick. If I
Mhm.
Do you
can,
roll
just I totally forgot.
is that medical tech or paramedic? Because
I
they're
th-
both medicine-y.
I think this is more paramedic because you're actively looking after and
That
treating
makes
after
sense.
a wound and trying to help her. Medical tech would give you different stuff.
Good, because I have
Uh,
more in that. Ah!
what? Oh my gosh.
So +2, that's a
Y'all.
5. +2, that's a 5.
Yo.
Guy, we're
Y'all.
rolling so bad.
Okay,
We
Oh
should
so
my
not
okay.
split the
god.
party.
At this point,
Team A
at
is not
this
doing
point,
well.
no, at this point, I need to have a talk with you guys, my players. Sorry, audience, give us a moment here, guys. It's not just this episode too. Y'all were fumbled like 2 or 3 times last week as well. I, I
Get it
love you
together.
guys. Blessings to your
How is
dice.
it the
It's
hot mess character is the one not fucking up rolls? What the fuck is that
Okay,
We're
about?
all gonna
do
I know
luck
die!
this
points do
gives us
anything for
room to
this?
grow and succeed. You have to declare luck before you make a roll, and it gives a static
Okay.
bonus.
Fair, but
Um,
okay, so it doesn't
yeah.
matter.
You have to know you're feeling lucky.
Yeah.
Or unlucky in our
Okay.
cases. Jesus.
Yeah.
Goodness. And you guys keep rolling tens on the
Yeah.
On the
subtraction dice.
Can I
Okay.
just roll on demi playing because role playing doesn't like me?
Whatever you guys need to do to get right with God and feel yourself. I'm just kidding.
I
I'm just
just
kidding.
roll
I'm
in
just
real
kidding. I'm just
life.
kidding.
Can I just fudge my rolls and lie to you?
Yeah, just
I
move
mean,
the digital dice a little bit like a cat and see if it rolls.
no, ultimately it's okay. Like you guys aren't gonna die or anything. Like the story is what the story is. The story wants you guys to have a
Ultimately,
fail up.
Ember's the one that's probably gonna die right now, to be honest.
I
Oh,
mean,
this
yeah, you
story.
immediately
Oh,
immediately murder. No,
no.
what I'll say is, um,
I got a 5. It could be worse.
you go in to try to help her wound. You take another look at her wound, but like, you really hit a stumbling block in your ability to like make steps go forward because like as I was sort of saying when you took a look at the window initially, like the level of cybernetic cyberware, like the interior of her shoulder, like the interior of her wound is like you aren't finding anything organic for it to tie onto, and sort of like your approach as a doctor, as a medical practitioner, the thing that you look for is okay, how do like all this stuff is extra, all this stuff is like additions to the being that we are that like needs to function right. If you mess with it too much it won't work properly. It's like this beautiful organic thing that's the what you do to fix it, and you're just not finding the attachment points to what you are expecting to see there. It's just like such an unusual sight that you're just sort of at a loss as to how to like help her heal in any meaningful way, besides the fact that like aside from being dazed and a little like out of it, like in shock probably almost certainly from what has occurred, physically there's not really much to do. Like she doesn't seem really bothered by this wound. From like she got shot, but there's not like patching up to do. Like there's no bleeding to like you're just kind of baffled as to like what practically to do to help.
I like lay her like on her side in like the recovery position just in case, and just like sit down cross-legged next to her. I'm like, when are you ever gonna get here?
What did you say? Sorry.
I'm shouting to like Viper and that.
What did you shout? Sorry.
I'm like, what?
When
Do
are
you know
the
when the others are getting here?
Yeah,
Um.
you at this point that text comes in.
Yeah.
You guys both receive.
Looks like they're taking a detour.
Bloody hell.
She is sending off messages being like, we're here, things are weird. And also sending a message to Kitty like, why are we so crowded right now?
You get a text back from Kitty immediately that says, "Oh my God, are you here?"
Yes.
sh- uh you briefly hear, like, as you're sitting getting changed, you immediately hear like just this like slight like wave in the like murmur of crowd sound. It like suddenly gets like momentarily a little louder, and then quickly you hear a shutting door, and that it's
Okay.
back. Kitty's coming back and says, "Oh my God, thank God. What happened out there? I think there uh sorry, I almost want to. No, she's getting your attention. She says, "What's going on out there? We all heard a shot. People say it's crazy."
Looks to Hike, looks to the shot person.
Oh,
Well, I didn't do it.
oh, you know. Okay, you always know everything, but damn.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting. Okay, I'll go keep things cool. Do you?
What's happening out there?
Nothing bad. It just people keep pouring in. Everyone wants to know what's going on. So everyone is just clamoring on to like people keep showing up. They keep wanting to know it. I don't I don't know anything.
Tell
No
them
one
you
knows
don't know.
anything.
You know as much as them. Keep them steady. Give people a free shot of the cheap stuff. Get their nerves down.
Great.
Calm the crowd down.
I have been. Okay, cool. Thanks. Good luck. And it
Yeah.
just
I'll be out there as soon as I can. I promise.
okay. And is gone.
Yeah.
Further in the room, Ember looks up to you, High Clay, and says, "Is do you, is Laszlo here yet?
So sorry I couldn't hear you.
Is Laszlo here yet? My the that
Not yet.
Yeah, no.
up and sort of like curls into a ball in like under the whatever the blanket that you gave her, and is just sort of like
Okay. Probably shouldn't be doing that while just being freshly shot. He looks like, what's going on?
She's she's fine. It's just she's more like robot than person, and I don't know. I'm not exactly a technician or a body sculptor.
Looks to Ember. Looks at the wound. Do you want to explain that?
um the the door slams open again, and Kitty is like, there's a guy yelling for you, Viper.
Explain that to them. Points to Hike as they say that to Ember, and then they close the door, put the crates back on, heads out.
Ember, I, I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't. Um, yeah, she's not.
Hmm.
She's not. She kind of just shuts up, clams up. Unless you hector her for it, she clams up. Um,
Hey, Ember, no, you should really keep talking. Stay awake, please.
oh, I'm not.
th-
I'm okay. I just. I. I. not supposed to talk about it. It, Viper, you're out in the
Mm-hmm.
front and immediately see who is yelling. They're with no chill at all. This Laszlo, you've learned his name is guy
Mm-hmm.
is just up at the front talking to a bartender and he says, "You don't understand. I need to. I was told this is where I needed to go. I needed to meet."
Hey, calm down.
Fucking god! And he like starts like barreling his way like to just like join you in the back hallway. Like it
Mm-hmm.
again, no chill at all. Like the people working are like even some of the people in like they are like, whoa, dude, like
She, as they step into their space, she'll pause him, hand on chest. I need you to calm the fuck down. You're being
I
a lot really
can't.
fucking obvious. And once there people asking questions, like, yeah, that weird guy that started barreling through shit and screaming at the bartender. Yeah,
Oh,
we're cool.
yeah.
Okay, cool. She'll look at people, and see like the vibe and like just put him into the back. Hmm.
He
Like
follows
nobody
you
knows
back
how to
there.
act in an emergency situation. Fuck.
Yeah.
She says
He
as
does
I
seem
roll my horrible crit stuff.
God.
he does seem flustered certainly and like honestly like the vibe as he goes in is like he knows you're right like he is like fully like takes a moment like he like leans against the wall for a
Mm-hmm.
moment and like gives like really properly
Mm-hmm.
sorry I just
They wait. Mm-hmm.
I can't let anything happen to
Yeah. I got the feeling she's special.
her. You got no idea. uh, you you have a you got here okay.
As okay as I
But
could. They'll start showing them to like the hidden room. And it will send off a text to the group chat and at zero. Might need your expertise? Question mark.
Um, I'll just send you a
you're
rat
about
emoji.
halfway through the C.
Yeah.
No, you're finishing up the C onto the K at this point.
Hmm.
You're getting there. You're almost done.
Yeah.
But you're really not in a rush either.
Doing
Um,
important work of not leading the police to the place, you know? Because I'm assuming that they did really well not leading the police to the place, so.
So well.
Yep, yep.
We did great.
Yep.
Viper and High Clip for the win.
Mm-hmm.
uh but yeah, she'll send off that message as they're all kind of cramming into this hidden room that barely contains all four of them.
um, yeah, you guys funnel in. Um, he they immediately Ember's energy changes. She like immediately like gets up, runs, hugs the guy around the waist. He is breathing, looking around. And she just looks up and she says, "They're smart. I don't know how. I haven't said anything, but." And he's like,
So
"So
you're
we
fucking
know.
part robot? Yeah. Or all robot.
I mean, we're all a bit
Listen,
part robot. I think.
That's a yeah, fair, but that's a little different.
Yeah, no,
listen.
you aren't even bleeding, Ember. That's fuck. That's impressive.
Yeah, listen. Uh, Laszlo sort of hits a fist against the door frame. Not not like enough to do damage. He just like it just as a little outburst of him trying to control himself, and he says, "Look, I know I lost my temper out there, but it is not safe for us out here. We shouldn't have done this stupid concert plan to begin with. I don't know you. I don't know why you're so helpful. Who would have showed up to help somebody like that? I don't know what your scheme is or your goals are. I don't know why we shouldn't just get the hell out of here. Except that I don't know who's outside, and you're right, I'm probably not.
This is the
Help him.
safest place you'll be. Trust me.
Ember, what the hell happened?
Yeah, what the hell happened, Ember? Listen, I'm
She's-
not here to dig into your private life. I couldn't give a fuck, really. But I do give a fuck because I and my team generously intervened and helped you get to safety. Uh, if this is gonna bite us in the ass, I should at least know why, so I can take preparations.
They both fall kind of silent. They're looking like. Can I get both of you guys to give me an insight check?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are
Or like human empathy check, I think it's called.
yeah. Can I also ask, have I seen these people before? I tend to know people. And
Yeah,
whatever they
you
were
do.
doing seemed to be um pretty niche or like something that might stick out to people.
Yeah.
Have I seen him around before? Have I seen her before? Like whenever she started talking about the
oh my god. Sorry, I just rolled another crit fail.
Jesus fuck. I'm so scared right now. Okay, I'm gonna roll from directly from Demi Plane. Let's see.
Yo.
Listen.
The fun thing is I have like answers for why it's a crit. Like it's feeding the story. It's fine. Like it really is okay. I'm sorry
it
I gave you all a hard
insight?
time,
Sorry?
Human perception.
but a
Human
human
percep-
perception. Yeah.
Okay, not horrible. 14.
Double my score.
And I'll just keep in mind. Hi, this is for you. This has been a high stress situation. This has been a lot. There's a lot of confusion going on. You're obviously taking in that this is weird. That these people are clearly hiding something. Neither of them, even with a crit fail, neither of them are particularly good at hiding the fact that there's this elephant in the room and that they don't know how or what to talk about it. They're looking at each other like, kind of like, fuck, man. The thing that distracts you, I'll say, Milo, is that this guy, for some reason, like, I think it's just like his energy as a person, the way that he carries himself, the way that like he stands, reminds you a lot of Gale, your sort of mentor, like guy who's like sort of been your like, I don't know, protector since you came here. You're sort of you know who Gale is. And this
Yeah.
guy just something about his just sort of like tough guy, I can handle myself, sort of just like tough it out, kiddo. Like doesn't look like Gale's a lot wirier than this guy. Gale is a lot. You don't think of him as having anger issues, and this guy clearly is handling his stress how he's handling his stress. Um, but just something about the way that this guy carries himself like gets you thinking about, instead of focusing on the situation, you're just focusing on like you see that connection to your friend. Um, Viper. I'll say you're not gonna specifically recognize him as like his name, but you can tell he. You've met enough folks to know this guy screams like ex-military. This guy like if not for the fact that like he pulled out a rifle and almost shot at you and is just like packing body armor and heavy duty weaponries, like has clearly no chill about that. But is it's weird. He's looking at Ember for like the way that someone would look at it's this weird mix of the way that someone would look at like a commanding officer for like I'm waiting for you to tell me what to do in this situation, but also like he clearly cares about like feels protective of her as an individual as well.
Is it seem like just like friendly, familiar, or romantic? Do I know
Definitely
enough?
not romantic.
Okay.
Definitely almost more parental or
Parental. Okay.
like there's a sense of like it's where it's not quite parental with a 14. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
it's such a I'm not gonna give you specifics of it
No,
with the 14, but it's hard to place. It's sort of there's just a level of immense respect for this robot child, whatever the hell. There's a lot of history for a guy with this like 19. I mean, I guess if she's a robot, right? But you have no idea what to make of it. It's strange.
So
you Ember.
Go ahead.
As they're looking at each other, Ember just is like, we should just bring them. It's easier than trying to explain it out here. And Laszlo like throws up his hands and is like, we can't just. I can't believe. First of all, can't believe your lips are that loose already, and we can't. We can't. We're on what? That's like rule number one. We don't know these guys. Well, I trust them. So, there. Whatever. At this point, Zero and Cleve, you're able to make your way. How are you approaching into the scene? Sorry, I made you wait so long.
It's okay. Do we tend to come in through the like a back or staff entrance to this place, or
you guys would know there's a back or staff entrance that you can take, or if you do go through the front, you can. Kitty knows that you guys are just usually here for job or Viper or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's up to you.
So it's up to you.
I'll probably go in the back, given that we're trying to be subtle at the moment. I give Cleve a high five and kind of show you the picture of the GPS that I just did, and cackle as I go inside.
Yeah, I think I like nice.
Yeah. And then Jesus Christ, Loki. Sorry, my cat is being a Velcro cat tonight. So I yeah, I'll just wheelie in. Yeah, one of us is.
Okay. Can you remind me whether you said the front or the back entrance?
Back, because we're trying to be subtle. So I'm gonna wheel in. And then...
you go. No, please. You finish your thought.
I'll be wheeling in, just assuming that you're following me, regardless.
Yeah, before we go in, Emily, did you say that I was aware that the police had broken off from us, but they were still around? Is that accurate?
Yeah, their attention seemed to be largely focused on the festival platform area and calming down, changing the situation. And that area, they watched you leave, but didn't give chase, it appeared.
Okay. Does it seem like there's anyone here?
Do you want to go through the front so that you can get a sense of the place?
Yes.
There's a lot of people coming in.
Do. Okay. Yeah, I can. If it's, I would like to sort of try and get a feel for what's going on, especially if there's lots of people here.
Sure. I'll give you a choice between perception and human perception.
I would
based
like
on the vibe.
perception because my human perception
Okay.
is very bad.
Yes, that's why I wanted to offer you the alternative, because it really like human perception is more like
Empathy.
it will give you different information. So
It's based off MFA and it's a definitely different information style. Yeah,
yeah,
cool. Perception. There it is. That's a
it's not a
18.
crit fail.
It's not.
Lovely.
Listen, B team, we're doing okay
Yeah.
so far. Touch wood. Touch
Yeah,
wood. Look.
you guys are all doing phenomenally. Don't worry. Cleve, you walk into the front of the Viper's Den, and yeah, at this point, people have started funneling in to the point where like some people who managed to get away
Mhm.
have been able to like join in with the crowd of people here. So as you walk in, there's a lot of faces, a lot of talking. It's hard to pick up individual conversations just due to how much chatter is happening, but you're good at in a place like this filtering through for like keywords, key things that you're listening for, and you get the sense from the average chatter that people are starting to find out that someone was shot, that there is a riot, that the police have the place shut down, like basic the facts of the case, and then like a lot of conversations about like that's so fucking lame. People were just trying to party. Like I can't believe I like ugh this fucking sucks, and people are there's a lot of yelling about it, a lot of drinking about it. You imagine Viper will be happy to look at her bank account at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Nice.
yeah, a lot of a lot of energy in here. I'll also say an 18 is high enough for you to notice the sort of outlier to this. Like there's just a lot of movement, a lot of energy. So someone sitting still kind of throws you off. It's not throws you off, but it's enough for you to be like, it draws your focus.
Yeah,
And
everyone's moving and this person's not, and that's bizarre.
right. And the feeling doesn't improve overly much when the person comes into focus. You do see sitting at a like corner small table and like on a booth full of tables, is just sitting there drinking a neat scotch in a crisp black suit. You know him, you hate him. Inspector Chapman is just calmly sitting there, sees you, clock eye contact with him, gives you like a knowing smile, like just like a hi. I know, like hi, I'm here. I'm aware of everything. Yes, we all know. Just like
Yeah.
and just gives you the glass. Doesn't make a rush to like talk to you. Doesn't seem to like is in no concern. Is just here and frankly like sitting in a way that he's like good. Like you get a little sense of like because you guys have had this little rivalry for long enough. Like this fucking asshole. He's a little happy. He's like good. Now Cleve knows that I'm here.
Yeah.
And it's just letting the situation be what it is, but wanted you to know that he knows.
Yeah, I order a drink and I'll go over to sit down with him, but I'm happy for you to move the camera to the other side of the table while that happens.
Yes.
Yeah. I will have gone and done the shave and a haircut knock at the door, let them know that I'm there, and then head in.
Wonderful.
Hey, what's up? You all made it. That's good.
I'm muted,
Alyssa, you're
sorry.
muted. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks at the two guests, like stay. Opens at 0. We got
They both look to the door. Laszlo taking like just like a protective like half arm towards Amber. Ember, sorry. Serious. You see the situation. Looks a vibe is wild in here. Just
Yeah.
sort of straight off the bat.
You can tell Viper's frustrated. Yeah, we got little Miss Robot over here and their caretaker.
And they're both being assholes. So if you can just come in.
Could you stop saying calling her that? Close the damn.
I mean, it's closed. It's
It's
closed.
closed.
Relax. What's up?
You're in my place, first of all. Calm down. I know how
What
to
the
keep a
lady
place
said.
secure.
Is this a what a are you good? And he's eyeing Ember.
No. Well, I mean, yeah, don't worry about. I'm fine. Listen. I shouldn't be out here, really.
Yeah, I gathered that.
If you shouldn't be
Yeah.
out here, why were you standing up on a stage at a music festival? That seems a little whack.
Because have you seen everything
Yes,
sucks
absolutely. Yeah, no,
here.
100%.
Yeah.
No, like I get
I'm
that.
supposed to
I
just
get
not
that.
do
The vibe-
anything. and
Correction.
Let's
Wait, whoa.
talked.
Lower. Hey. I'm
It's
not
too
saying
risky.
that we shouldn't be
Fuck
standing up and
that.
saying these things. Like I agree. We
Listen,
should...
I think they're cutting it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're frozen. The robot is glitching.
The robot is glitching.
Yeah.
So how's your rat doing?
Yeah. Fur's doing good.
Oh,
sorry guys, the
Yeah,
UIG
hi.
sniped me. I
Yeah.
got sniped by the
you did get
government.
sniped. I was
Yeah.
basically telling her to whoa, bring the energy down. I'm not saying that we shouldn't be standing up for these things. Quite the contrary. I am all in support of speaking up for these things. But if you shouldn't be out here because of whatever this is, was that not a bit of a whack move, getting up on stage and doing the whole thing? Is that why they shot you? Do they know something's up with you?
And Laszlo's like has a hand out like and this is what I've been saying the whole time.
Okay, right. Do you need help there? Because like Alex, I mean, not to be. Do you want some help
I
with
mean,
that?
I don't know. If you
Is
think
it
you
not
could,
busting
I
the
don't think
cover a little
it's
bit? I mean, I don't know. Maybe if you let me have a look, maybe I'm asking consent.
sure. I was gonna just wear a big shirt, and he just Laszlo was like, "Oh my
So I
kid."
sounds like they
Really
didn't
should.
necessarily give you. You know what? No, that's rude. I don't like being rude. I can help. Let me help, and then while I'm helping doing that thing, we can make a plan for how to move forward. The cops were like hot after that thing. They were everywhere. Me and Cleve kind of gave them a little bit of the runaround.
we did something.
Mhm.
Sorry, I just
Do
remembered
it-
what Cleve is.
Yeah. Do I have your permission to take a look? See what I can do.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
Just lay down here. I've never done this with like a person before. Like not really. Okay. And I let my true there's a lot of things that will give me a hyper focus, but nothing beats getting in there and getting tacky.
Awesome.
I might even let some of my little hand tools, because I have little like a screwdriver and a drill bit and a file and stuff like that that
Mhm.
are embedded into my fingers.
Yeah, and your Zoom eye will come
Yeah.
in handy too.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make the tech roll.
Sure.
I'll say just because you're under no time pressure here, other than like I guess the bad vibe, the hot heads in the room, maybe, but that's
Yeah.
not really pressing you. You've got the tools for your eye and your hand. I'm gonna give you like a +6 to
+6.
this.
And this is cyber tech?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm also gonna
That's
spend a
the
luck
approach that
point.
you would be, that Zero would be using
Yes,
to try to
100%. Yeah,
take a
because
look
it
at this.
feels like this is cyber stuff rather than vehicle or whatever, or
Mhm.
security tech. So I'll spend a luck point to add that to a +7.
Okay. What are the rest
So
of us
that's
doing?
a 28.
Jesus
A
fuck.
28.
Let's
28.
not split
That
up again, guys.
that is pretty significant.
My
According to
little
the difficulty value
yeah,
chart, that
yeah.
is 1 point below legendary status, as far as difficulty goes. So
Yeah, listen,
absolutely incredible.
as
What?
character
here.
traits and like personality traits, I am the hot mess of the four, but my roles have been really tight. He's good at what he does. Just don't make me roll anything that involves cool, okay? I am not cool. All right, I'm just gonna get to going. What I want to do is, if I can, see if there's anything damaged in there that I can logistically just like it makes sense that these two reattach together or whatever. Like ways that I can help repair, anything I can do to help her then conceal it with whatever damaged bit of what her skin. I don't know. But also, can I try to, while I'm doing this, just get a figure for what is this? Like, what is she while I'm in there?
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I've ever seen anything like this before, and I've seen a lot of techie shit, so.
No, you have not seen anything like this before. Yeah, it's you at first. I mean, you see why at first the idea that this was just the, a a normal cybernetic upgrade
Yeah.
would you see why, like, at first, like, it took you guys having time to actually like sit and really look to be
Yeah.
like, okay, there's actually fully no organics here, because it all mirrors the biological systems exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Like, it's made of inorganic material, but the like shapes are like, you're astounded by like the manufacturing capability
You-
of
Does
something this delicately crafted. Like, this is like like, I mean, like, super 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 illegal,
yeah.
of
Am I
course.
because is this giving me Fritter vibes? Fritter is obviously
Yes,
real
I'm
janky because
trying
I
to.
made them from
Yeah,
scratch, but
I was
yeah.
gonna get into that. Like,
Okay.
you, while making, fixing, creating, inventing,
Mm-hmm.
Fritter, you were just sort of like winging your
Just going off of
creation.
vibes.
It was just
Yeah.
like a home hobby, you know. You were just
Yeah.
like, what if this rat could be a little smarter, could act a little bit more like a rat? You know, you were just like mimicking organic systems. So like, you've worked in this field as a hobby, as a hyper interest. This is like
Yeah.
something you're interested in. Like, you see sort of like, it's like someone has been doing the dabbling that you've been doing it for like longer than, like, they've been at this is like the polish that you're seeing here,
Yeah.
like, is
I think
crazy. You
I
would
don't
also definitely get the idea with a 28, the way that it
mm-hmm.
is, like, you're able to get the sense, and this is a lot of information, so I'm a little like, oh, I have to reveal so much so early, but like, I'm trying to honor it. Like,
Sure.
you would tell
Yeah,
that
that was a bonkers roll. Yeah.
she was definitely like physically printed the way that she is.
Huh. I think I'm not gonna be mad if she clocks Fritter on my shoulder. But I'm not like highlighting it obviously because the vibes I'm getting from her personality wise is she can't really keep a secret. So but I am gonna lean in so that it is just for her. I don't care if anybody else hears, but like I want to lock eyes with her as I kind of seal it up and say, whatever secrets you gotta keep, I just want to say you are a work of art. It's a pleasure fixing you there.
She doesn't respond how one may expect
Mm-hmm.
someone to respond to a compliment like that. Like, yes, this is like a robot girl, but you're a flirty kind of a guy, you know. You just said something charming, nice to this young girl, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is. She doesn't respond like she's like flustered or flattered or whatever, and she gave off a very like girly,
Yeah.
preppy, like that's sort of the energy she gave off earlier. She looks at you with like really genuinely like touched by that in a way of
Because, yeah, to be
like
clear, Zero was not saying it to be a flirt.
no,
It was
for
such a
sure, no,
genuine comment from him as
yes,
well. Yeah.
and she's just like, I really appreciate that. It
Whatever I
A
can do
lot
to
went
help
into
you.
me.
Yeah, I can see that. I wish I had like all of the time to ask you all of the questions and whoever is responsible for this. All I will say right now is whatever I can do to help keep this like, you let me know.
I love that. Before we go to break, Cleve, we're gonna bounce back to you in the bar. You said you were getting a drink, and what was your plan? You were gonna approach, or
Yeah, sit down opposite the opposite Chapman.
what you drinking, Cleve? What's your
Uh,
poison?
I think Cleve's a I think Cleve's like a vodka and coke kind of guy.
I love that. Great. You get your drink. You head over. Chapman's just sitting there, one hand on his drink, just watches you approach. Cleve.
What was
Good to
his
see
title?
you in the
Like,
flesh again. And this is Chief
Inspector.
Inspector Chapman.
I was like,
Um,
Inspector.
Someone with a lot of authority in New
Hmm.
Galveston's police department. A lawman
Hmm.
of the most sadistic and like is winning the power hungriness of it all in his mind because
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
got this position. Um,
yeah. So I was like, Inspector. What brings you to this part of town? Seems a little bit lowbrow for you.
oh, yes, it is. Thank you for noticing. No, just following up on this annoying little rat I found in the earlier today. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you, Cleve?
Cyber. No, sorry. Not since we last spoke. I've been keeping I've stayed away from the net, just like you told me to.
Hmm. The last time we spoke, you mean when you were, and hands like slides over something about the size of a Polaroid, but with like a
Hmm.
screen in the square that's just showing a split screen of a few different camera point views of you and your crew earlier today, like
Hmm.
in the highway, like blurred, but like he's like, last time we spoke, you were right there. We were
Sorry.
talking. I made a really quite clever joke before you swiped me away.
Sorry.
Last time we
I,
spoke,
I think
Cleve.
Inspector. I've got bad news. I think that your printer's broken. This image seems to be quite blurry. I know a good techie who could maybe repair it for you. But this
It's
was
not that
this isn't
blurry,
me.
Cleve. We're gonna be able to undo your little rush job.
Hmm.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, although it is. Again, we spoke quite recently. I'm gonna make this easy for you, Cleve. There's a lot of people in here. I don't wanna bring my arm down hard.
Fair enough. I'd
I'm
hate to
gonna
have to shoot you in the
assume.
head.
You and I both know that wouldn't go well for you. Is
Well,
it worth it to you? This. little
No,
girl?
no,
What is she to you?
sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about. I just came for a drink, but you're really hushing my vibes.
All right. Well, you have a good evening. And just
Thanks.
finishes his drink, stands up, walks out of the establishment.
Think just as he's standing up and like I kind of just take a quick photo of him, and just send it to the group, and just be like, might want to add him to your bouncers no entry list, Viper.
Wait, just
And
hear
with
fuck.
that, we're gonna take a brief 5-10 minute bathroom break, guys. Thanks for coming along the first half of the episode, y'all. See you soon. All right. Welcome back, everybody.
Sup?
Let's get right back into. Oh my goodness, my internet. Love it. Love my internet.
Netrunner, we're getting
Well,
back into
let's
your
just get
internet.
right back into it. Yes. I'm in. I kind of want to leave it just up to you guys. If I got the sense, correct me if I'm wrong, Cleve, that you were likely to head back to join your friends soon.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
So I
think
want to just
eventually.
bring the room together to the point where everyone's
Yeah.
sort of able to get up to speed and sort of start trying to figure out what they want to do about the situation.
I'm gonna stand up and announce to the room. All right, I fixed it. I think this is something we definitely need to very much keep quiet on, everybody. So let's all be cool.
Yeah, I got that part from these two.
How much trouble are we in for getting involved in your shit? And I'm gonna look to the guy now. Because I don't think Zero's been introduced to his name yet. I mean, I know it, but he doesn't.
He sighs. Hopefully not much yet. If we can
I
just
just say a lot
get
since
out of
I
your
have the chief
hair.
of police here.
Yeah, was the chief of police here for you guys?
Eyes look to Cleve.
Yeah, I think that's actually when you hear like a knock
Yeah.
on the door.
Yeah. Hey, up, dude?
um,
You say hello to your old friend, your buddy old pal?
Hello. Oh, there's more people here. Who are they?
This is the gal, Ember that we saved.
Oh, yes.
And then like a big bridge of a guy. Sorry, I don't know. Is that
That's
offensive? I don't know.
Laszlo.
Laszlo. Well, that's a good name. Anyway.
I'm hoping the two of us can just wait until things die down enough for us to slip out your back door. You'll never have to see us again.
Right. And when they come after us,
You don't have to be in trouble for this.
Sure, cool, love that.
Just pretend
I
you're-
will say, UIG again. Oh,
The cats in the background.
we're all just waiting for her to. Oh, really? Yes, you did freeze again, Emily. Wait. I feel like when people drop out of a call like that, we should do what happens in a bar. You know, when like a glass breaks and everyone goes, "Woo!" Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah, I think Zero's gonna point at the guy and say, "That's cool and all," but I feel like after us saving her like that, and B, me just fixing her up like that, I feel like you owe us something.
Sorry. I didn't hear most of that, unfortunately.
Oh
I was
no!
still backing back in.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
You good now? You good? Yeah,
Yes.
for now.
For
Zero's gonna
now.
look
Take a
at him
breather.
and just say, "Look, that's cool and all, But I feel like after us saving her from that situation and then me just fixing her up, I feel like maybe you owe us something.
Oh no, they definitely owe us.
Right. Well, lucky for you, I'm loaded, he says very sarcastically.
Well, it's funny
she
because
goes, "But-"
whoever did that like clearly has money, like bank, like that. Surely. And now I'm gonna look at her.
Yeah. Yeah, more resources are on me than I thought. Honestly, I hate to say it, Laszlo, everybody, the odds of the eyes not being on y'all is already pretty low. Um, I I need to get back to our our version of this room. Is she says, like almost looking at Laza like
Yeah.
aggressively, like, yeah, I'm gonna say things. Um and he says, I just don't, we're gonna need help getting there safely at this point. We need to bring them, Laszlo. We can't make it alone. And then we can get you we'll get you your we'll get you what you, don't worry about that. We'll take care of you.
Right.
He's
Uh,
Laszlo
how-
like doesn't like this idea, but is staying quiet.
How do you both like splitting up to get you there safer?
Well, hated splitting up to get back. Ran off to grab my, I have a little quadruped little vehicle, like a, it's kind of like a Jeep almost, enough for a couple people to, I was trying to scoop back around and pick you guys up. Yeah, too much heat on you. And that stressed me out. So don't worry, to the point where I blew my cool.
Yeah, you've
Sorry.
been doing that a lot.
Yeah, I know. And he looks like too old for this shit is sort of his
Mm-hmm.
energy.
Okay. Okay, let's all just listen. We all got ourselves into a situation. And unfortunately for you, that means you owe us. We'll talk about that later. Doesn't matter. Second part of this, you're involved with us now, or we're involved with you. That's good for you. Maybe not good for us, but good for you. You know good people now. Secondly, or thirdly, my bad. We're all in this together now. Because I just had the chief of police in my establishment. And if you would know me, which apparently you don't, which says a lot about you, by the way, looks to Laszlo. This is the last place, the last type of people I want in my establishment. So yeah, we're definitely not gonna be keeping eyes on off of us. Uh, why don't we just kind of work under we saved her. I let you come back. We're here. None of us are trying to kill you. Let's just work off a little bit of trust right now. What do I roll for that?
Something I was probably gonna give you for free because it was a good speech.
Oh,
No,
I'll
I
take
mean,
it for free.
no, if you want to roll to see how
I
good it
don't.
goes, though, I'm gonna give you
Okay.
bonuses. It's fine. It's fine. Let me
Persuasion.
see.
I can
Yeah, that
persuade people,
sounds,
maybe.
that sounds like the right thing.
Not or maybe streetwise, but persuasion.
Street smarts, huh?
I think it's definitely more persuasion than bribery, or
Yeah, I'm not giving them anything. I already gave them
yeah.
enough. Listen, my friends wanted to save you, and unfortunately, I had to go along with it.
You owe me money later is almost the opposite of bribery.
Exactly.
But
I could
persuasion.
intimidate if
Reverse
you
bribery.
want.
Yeah, I think that's called extortion, actually.
Yes.
In a lot of ways, in a lot of terms.
Is there an extortion roll?
No.
There is
Persuasion.
persuasion.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have the extortion specialty, although if anyone would. That's probably
maybe.
intimidation.
Yeah, I'll do persuasion.
I like persuasion, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that is a total of 16.
16. That's pretty good. Yeah. Um Look,
Listen, could have given you
honestly,
over and we haven't. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, it's at least comforting that it's clear whose side you're on. That
It's not the police, I can tell you that much.
helps a lot. Look, I'm happy to follow your lead on this. Looks at both you and at Ember. I just want to get you back safe, and if the situation is what it is at this point, you seem better equipped for this. I my nose in it, but I just wanted to keep you safe.
Fair. That's fair. I respect that. Let's just lay low for a bit. Make sure I gotta go out and make sure that another fucking stampede doesn't start over. Take a few minutes, let things lay low. We're gonna have people hot on our trails.
If we
I'll
know
bring
what
drinks.
route we want to take, I can get the rest to cause a ruckus somewhere else.
Okay.
And I'll
I'm
say
an
that to Viper because
establishment,
it's
yeah. She
um,
immediately look at you. She's like,
I like make
Ember
a face
is-
at first, but I'm
okay.
like, that felt like a pointed expression from you. But also, I like it when you do that. So, alright.
Laszlo kind of like cocks an eye looking at the two of you. Ember's sort of like nodding slowly, looking in the distance, like biting her lip, thinking, like, okay. If you're okay with it, I prefer not to say out loud where we're going. I can navigate. I can lead us.
you can lead us there. That's fine.
I'm gonna whip out my tablet I use when I'm hacking, and I'm gonna plonk myself down next to her unceremoniously, and just get her to like tap out her route by just touching the screen to show me the streets without saying it, without leaving a trace on the actual computer.
Mhm.
She's not affecting the map
Yes.
in any way. She's just
Yeah.
showing me the route.
Okay. She does like look at like what your hand like is aware of the things that you're worried that you are being thoughtful about and are being careful about, but like
Yeah.
is looking at the equipment to make sure like this isn't I'm not being handed a stylus, like
Yeah.
his head is in the same spot as you are with that, nods and just sort of like carefully, vaguely points at a route like that, like drifts a little ways northwest ish through town, further inland into the like inland half.
Yeah. So I watch
For
where
sure.
the finger's going. Once it's clear that I kind of have an understanding of where I'm going, I'll just nod and then put it away.
Mhm. Um,
If we're laying
just
low
the
for a bit, can we get some snacks? Oh, you're muted, I think.
She'll say, "Get them yourself" as she walks out.
Yeah, I think when Zero says that, Cleve just like holds up their vodka and cokes. Like, we're in a bar. Go get some.
I know, but I haven't been through there. I was just making sure we had time to. I'm not gonna go and start. Listen, y'all told me off the last time I just went and started snacking, okay? And you're like, we don't have time for that, Zero. So now I'm asking ahead of time, is it okay if we have some snacks? I'm just checking. Trying to be better.
Last time we went for snacks was while we were infiltrating a building,
Okay, well, yeah, fair enough. It's the
and you were the one unlocking the door.
yeah. I was just acting natural. So
Go get some snacks.
okay. And I get up and scamper off. And like as I'm heading towards the door, I'll click in my Heelys so that I kind of like glide through. I use them at times where I really don't need to use them. It's just for keeping myself entertained.
Viper, you headed out first. Where are you going? What's your headspace at? What's Viper? What's Viper
Viper,
up to?
she is. This whole situation is annoying to her. She's like, this is involving me in shit that I didn't need to get involved, but from how she saw Zero react and like everything that was happening, she's like, this could be pretty lucrative, is all I'm saying. So she's not too annoyed.
Mhm.
But there is right now, in the forefront of her mind is getting things calmed down, letting the heat settle, and acting like everything's okay and we're just trying to handle a bunch of people coming into the establishment. And she's annoyed at Zero, but that's fine.
Okay.
When is she?
Yeah, but when isn't she?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Me? But I'm a
So are
pretty
you
big
heading up
angel.
front to help?
Yeah.
You're to help
She's heading
calm things?
She's heading up front. As she's walking through, like anyone that she knows, she's like, "Hey, how are you doing? Everything's okay? You know, I don't know what's going on. You know about as much as I do." People that know her a little bit more, she's gonna be like, "Let's not." They can basically tell she's like, "Let's not talk about it right now, but we can
Right,
talk about
for
it
sure.
later."
And there are definitely people who are like, yo, what's going on? There's like a couple people, not most people didn't notice Chapman in your bar, which you're thankful of, because like
Yeah,
I don't fucking need that
she
on
doesn't
top
need
of
that.
everything.
Yeah, they don't need that.
But like a couple of your more like gossipy or like nosy clients, friends will try to like subtly ask you about it, but they respect your like
She just gives them a look like,
the
not right now.
quietly fuck off, and they're just
Yeah.
um I'd say your presence in your own bar is enough to the atmosphere automatically. This is your place.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna make you roll to affect the atmosphere of the place like that. You know how to work your place, and the things start. People shift from yelling dramatically to like laughing more, and like
Yeah.
maybe like messing with like things relax a bit by the time even
Yeah.
after the short time that it would take Zero to you rocket through the halls on your wheelies,
Yeah.
do an entirely necessary like leap and kick flip over a box, not
Yeah,
kick flip, but
yeah.
like like click your heels
Yeah,
as you
yeah,
jump
yeah,
over,
yeah.
like just not like grace, just like
Yeah.
out of just excited energy, you bump into Kitty as you move through the open
Oh.
door. She's
Right.
picked up on the cue from
Whoa.
Viper enough to like keep. She's been trying to keep things clever. She's got some drinks that she like manages to catch against herself
Oh.
enough to not
Sorry.
pour thing down. Fuck off, Zero, and just like goes like
I
people
love
know
Kitty
not
so
to.
much.
People know not to like actually fuck with you. Like you're welcome behind the bar. You know where
Yeah.
everything is. People know that, not to like the employees like know not to like. You're just like one of the crew back here. Essentially, is the vibe that they
Yeah.
treat you with. But with a
Yeah,
little
when
bit
she
of
tells me to fuck off, I'll be
stank,
like,
too.
"Hey," as I flip her off.
Start backing off towards the
Yeah, go
snack.
backwards for a minute, spin around, go grab some snacks, and then I'll just perch up near to the bar to just kind of watch the vibes while I'm having a sneaky snack.
Awesome.
Maybe pour
Pepper
myself a
serving
drink.
drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
She does not let you behind the bar.
Do you want to give me a roll as you're checking out the vibe?
Yeah, I will
no,
roll to
okay.
check out the vibe. I'm gonna get
Usually-
stopped apparently.
Yeah, usually he can be behind the bar.
Okay.
She has revoked those privileges right now.
Oh,
no.
okay.
She looks at you and says
14.
stat only.
Yeah.
Can you say anything?
14.
Hey.
With a 14 and with being maybe rushed from your perch a little bit, you're able
Yeah.
to see, yeah, the crowd's dead. Like, seems like people are like starting to like calm down and be like, man, that was crazy. Sounds like things down there have calmed down on the street. Like the riot didn't get worse and worse after you guys left. Like people are starting to be like, man, tonight was crazy, and the vibe is like still a little bit buzzed, a
Mhm.
buzz, but like nothing like extremely alarming stands out to you in that moment of you cheekily perched at the countertop, have like having a Cheeto while you're
Yeah.
looking around, and then you get like hip bumped by a larger bartender who just sort of like thumbs at Viper, like gives like a shrug, like, sorry man, that's is what it
Yeah.
is.
I'm gonna go over to Viper and be like, am I allowed to know what I've done?
I feel like just existing with you is enough.
Yeah, all right, we're on one of those nights.
One of those nights?
Uh-huh.
Care to elaborate? Sorry,
We're-
elaborate means explain.
Yeah, where you don't explain why you're giving me this. I didn't do anything wrong. I've been keeping my shit together. I think I've done some pretty good stuff with what we're doing.
Uh-huh. Then go back and stay there with that beautiful piece of art.
Okay. I will. I just wheel away.
Flips him off.
Awesome.
Yep. I'll head back in. Like grinning. Clearly, Zero. This is not vector to Zero at all because what my friends know is that Zero likes it when Viper talks to him like that.
Oh God.
Mhm.
But he'll go back
Incredible.
through to the back room, plop down
Yeah.
in the sofa
You
where he
start-
had been sitting. Yeah, and just eat my snacks there. Mhm.
Awesome. While you guys were gone, Cleve, Highclate, you guys are left largely to your own devices. It looks like the the other pair, the NPC pair of Ember and Laszlo are sort of like checking in with each other in this moment. I'd just like to know if what you guys are up to. What's on your mind? What you guys would be doing while while that scene was happening.
I think Cleve, like, after a moment goes up to Highclere and is like, when the gunfire started, your first response was to try and save the woman over there. Why was that?
Well, I mean, it's just what I do, isn't it? I didn't know if there was anyone else around who knew anything about medicine, and that woman, well, we talked like once. I don't really know too many people around here, so
But
an acquaintance, I guess. It would have been rude to just watch her go down.
would it? I mean, people die every single day on the streets for worse, for less. I don't see what the point of it was.
I know. I just guess I'm not as hardcore as you guys, you know? That don't love seeing it. At least not when it's, my fellow man. If it was a copper who got shot, oh, I'd just leave it, but
Because no, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to judge you. I just don't see the purpose in spending your resources in that way. Just trying to understand what why you would. It's seems to have led to potentially. You seem to suggest that these people would be able to reward us sort of monetarily, and it's useful, gets us work. But just so it's all for the good in the end. But just you didn't know that, and it just seems like a.
Mm. What were you
I'm just
doing?
interested to see if you. Oh, I saw you going for the woman, and I didn't particularly want. I'd already realised that there was a higher than there should be security presence, and didn't really want our
Mm.
faces broadcast.
That's why you skedaddled away, huh?
Yeah, so just trying to at least delay them. Again, it's more it's more hassle than it's worth dealing with them.
That's fair. Could always, you know, put yourself in a bit more harm's way for other people, just a little bit more.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm
Suppose it,
naive. I mean, nothing shitty enough has happened to me yet to scare me off of it. I don't know. Like I said, you lot are hardcore.
I
You
suppose
know.
it doesn't really matter if we get if we're in the face of violence. I mean, what does it matter? As long as the resources are there to repair us, which that's what you're here for, presumably.
It's around this
Resources.
time the most chill, most hardcore person in the room, the person in the world steps into the room. Zero backwards with
Yeah.
bags of snacks in both elbows.
Yeah. What's up, nerds?
Zero. Jesus Christ. Where did you?
You want some? He says that because clearly the implication was he was going to eat all of these. Yeah?
Yeah, go on. I haven't eaten. Go on.
I throw a bag at you.
I get like tries to catch it, it drops on the floor.
Wow.
It's been a long night, Zero.
Yeah. Still got quite a bit to go, apparently.
Oh, I cut a
I'm gonna.
girl open and I couldn't even stitch her back up.
Feels like there should be a joke there, but that would be low-hanging fruit with how somber you sound. So I'll leave it be. Hey, she kicked me out of the bar, by the way. Fucking bitch.
What? Viper?
Yeah.
Oh no, trouble in paradise. Two lovebirds are bickering.
We're not lovebirds.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
You like love pigeons.
I don't love pigeons either.
They're like some sort of two two vultures sort of circling the same piece of carcass.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Ember laughs from the corner.
Hey.
Sorry, I just was about to.
Was
Sorry.
about to what? Have a dig at me as well. How
Dig
about
on,
you all?
Ember.
I like when people are mean to me, so keep it on, everyone. Keep going.
Give your worst.
I was
Yeah.
just. No, sorry, I was just waiting for. I wasn't eavesdropping. I was waiting for a time to chime
To-
in.
The room's like
okay.
this big, so it's
Yeah.
you can't not eavesdrop.
Chime in with what?
Oh,
You gonna compare me to a bird?
no, not even. It was not about you at all. We were
Oh.
just
Please
we-
then.
we-
Change the subject. Go for it.
cool with your Viper friend. I think we should just wait here until you guys figure out the best way to get. I don't think we should move
Yeah, I
while
think
you guys get things sorted. If that's
general vibes right now is that we are letting things cool off a little. So it's very intentional staying in place.
Right.
And then yeah, we should probably shake up tail feather just to carry on the bird thing. Um. Yep.
Zero, have you ever considered developing a with independent flight?
You know. And then he like pauses. Are you actually inviting me to answer the question, Rue?
I
Just
think this
before I
is
launch into.
I think this is Cleve trying to take some of the sting of people being mean, but not in the way that you like people being mean to you.
Yeah.
Where of just by putting a different thought process in your head.
Yeah. Uh.
And so Cleve just kind of like is willing to listen to you just kind of like
Yeah, yeah,
babble
yeah, yeah,
in his
yeah. I
ear,
mean,
but
like jet propulsion is actually the easier thing. I mean, unless you're about to do like glide, in which case there are ways of rigging up gliding. I've done that for somebody before. Like popped out their suit. It was pretty cool. But jet propulsion is little bit more control. And actually allows you to get liftoff in a way that. I mean, if you actually needed the wingspan to carry a full human form, they would have to be huge. Like it's just not practical. So propulsion is kind of what you need, but you need hands and feet in order to control that.
sort of
Yeah.
idly pulls out like a I don't know, like a something for you to like start sketching some ideas down.
Just like you
and just
get
hands it to
distracted,
you.
buddy, and I'm like,
Here,
"Alright,
have some
yeah,
crayons.
yeah,
Aw.
He is an enrichment tool.
yeah."
Is an
He needs it.
enrichment.
People were being mean, like you say, in a way that wasn't necessarily like the way that he likes, because it wasn't for fun. Yeah. I'll start doodling.
I want to check back in with Viper
Mhm.
to see. I want to sort of the night to start cooling down a little bit for things to
Mhm.
sort of start to calm down. You know, it's gradually. It's still like, you know, an evening night at a bar. Like people are there
Yeah.
now, so they're gonna like hang and drink and whatever for a little bit. But like the night starts to calm down, and before we just like jump into like time going quickly again, and you know the cooling down
Mhm.
that you guys are waiting for to start to begin to happen, I just want to check if there's anything particular that we're going for in this moment.
Right now, she is trying to get a vibe of what's happening outside. Whenever somebody new comes in, at least people that she knows, she's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, how are you doing?" Like the bartender talk that people tend to do, and you get to spill your guts out. It's like, "Oh yeah, how are things outside? I don't know, things are crazy, right? Well, did you see anything? What's going on? What's happening?" It's like, "Oh yeah, no, wow, someone got shot. That's horrible. Wow, how did that happen?" And just get a vibe of what's going on outside and what's the word that's happening as things like kind of like cool down. But she's basically trying to keep the place under control and secure and not have any more people that she doesn't want to be here.
Oh, okay. Awesome. I think that from your earlier successes at keeping like the vibe is calming down. I don't think you need to do anything
Mm-hmm.
special at this point beyond what you're doing to keep the vibe like chill. What I'd
Mm-hmm.
like to see at this point is if you could make for me a streetwise check, just to see how at this point I feel like your focus is able to be more on that like gossip, like picking up on what
Yeah.
people are talking about, like like now that the vibe is secure, you're now like vibe seeking,
Yeah.
like getting
Yeah.
more information on
Yeah.
what is out there, what is going on, what are people talking about now that they're not yelling about it.
16. I'm a grandma.
16. That's pretty good. You are pretty darn good at what you do, Viper. I'm gonna say, um, you're relieved to hear that as much as everybody's talking about, like, yes, people are aware that some blue-haired girl is got shot. I think wasn't she the girl that got like wasn't she one of the people running the concert or something? Like they don't know much about her necessarily,
Mm-hmm.
but like definitely public information that she is there and the one that got shot. No one knows what happened to her. There's no
Mm-hmm.
mention of y'all,
Okay.
fortunately.
That's
There's a
good.
lot of mention of how how the cop like it has spread out that like the cops immediately came in and started calling her a like a suspect, and started like the cops were like very like immediately like trying to
Mm-hmm.
crack down on looking for her and making sure no one get away and making sure that she was found. But the actual like the fact that you guys were the ones that helped her slip away doesn't seem to be public information yet.
Okay.
And like public vibe like now is mostly just on like um honestly there's a lot of just like more of like you run a cool place, so there's always like casual like man fuck the system, this is a good place to
Yeah,
unwind
yeah.
and not let like you said, you don't let chief of police are not typically
Like
at your
customers,
place. It's
yeah.
the worst. It's like someone with the wrong tattoo, the kind of tattoo coming into your, but like that thought is still probably upsetting, like making you mad to
Oh
think about.
yeah.
It, but people are just like disgusted with like the whole situation. Like their take on it is like, I can't fucking believe that I can unfortunately believe that they were like this, but like come the
Uh-huh.
fuck on is sort of the like
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like we can't have
that's the
one good thing here.
yeah. People aren't being
Um,
as like they're being a little bit more candid with just like sharing their opinions
okay.
about that sort of
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
than maybe would
yeah.
be
Okay.
typical.
Are we gonna be in the process of, because once things start cooling down, then she'll kind of make her way to the back. You know, not like beeline to it, but be like, "Oh yeah, how are you?" It's like, "Oh, here's your drink." Kind of like do little things that lead her to the back. Um, and she will just check in that once things are calmed down, be like, "Okay, um, we can probably start heading out now." Um, people know you've been shot. She'll say to Ember. Uh, but they don't really know much. Um, not people aren't talking about us being involved. That doesn't mean the police don't know, obviously. But we should be okay to start heading out.
Okay. I trust you. So if you think if you think we should move now, that I trust you.
Okay.
I think at this point I've like fully reclined and Fritter is sitting on my chest feeding me Cheetos while I'm sketching out my plans for turbo boosters for flight.
Okay.
But I'll clock
Um,
in once somebody, because I know that enough people in this call have ADHD. If you've hyper focused into something, a conversation kind of been going on around you. Hell, like sirens could have been going off around you. You're not necessarily clocking in until somebody makes a point of being like, "Hey, Dingus."
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
um, Laszlo says, I I stashed my vehicle nearby. I did think to be calm about that, and it's small. It's more subtle than I am,
Okay.
fortunately.
How
But
many can you fit? You and
there's
three
three
others?
seats, four
Okay.
if you're comfy, and then there's a couple spots for if you really get desperate. Someone could hang on a
I
fifth, but
can. I have my bag. I can take an extra person.
I will leave it open
Yeah.
to the four of you guys. How do you guys want to move forward? What's the plan?
I will say that if once we start, she's gonna throw the extra helmet to zero.
Ah, ah,
Oh God.
oh,
That's
right.
all
We're
she
going.
says.
Yeah, I smack it onto my head. Let's giggity go.
All right. So you're following us then.
Yeah.
We're just. I'm sorry to be the one. We're just heading out. We're just driving.
What else do you suggest? We could skip out of here if you want.
I don't know. You're the you're the experts. He kind of looks at Ember a little
Yeah. I mean,
Is
earlier
what it is.
I was gonna offer like a way of going without a vehicle to like I know some little crafty ways around the town. But splitting up and on foot's probably not a good option. Unless that's what you want to do.
No.
We
Sounds
shouldn't
good to
all
me.
just leave at
Alright.
once. We should maybe go separately, but yes.
Yeah, I kind of have I have an awareness of where it is that we're going. I'll guide Viper.
Yeah.
We'll see you
Alright.
there.
Well, alright then. I suppose the two groups split up and head to their respective vehicles. Laszlo leads Cleve, Highclate, and Ember down to sort of as I described. It's small. It's similar in like shape, in like it's like an open-ish vehicle, sort of like a Jeep, but like more streamlined, almost like a cross between like it almost looks like a like a stealth golf cart, if that makes any sense. Like it's smaller, it's like black, like sleek black, like designed to like try to like
Like if
blend in
Batman
the
had a golf
shadow.
cart.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's I
Yeah.
don't know, it's just
Alright.
this
Yeah.
small open vehicle. Like you wouldn't call it a car. You
Yeah.
wouldn't. It's too big to be a bike. It's just this like
It's a tuk-tuk.
it's like a tactile. It's like a it's it
Tuk-tuk's a
fits with
little
the
open.
military
Yeah.
vibe you picked up earlier. This is like
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My plan for Viper is that when we get to a road where you have to turn right or left, I'll just like pat the respective thigh to like let you know without having to verbally tell you, just in case we're being listened to.
Mm-hmm.
Zero's plan involves Viper's thighs. Not surprising.
Oh my
Listen.
god.
Listen. You don't gotta get ready if you stay ready, you know?
For the others, yeah, there's gonna be 3 seats available. One up front, with Laszlo, who gets in the driver's seat. 2 in the back. Any like preference on where you guys are sitting? What you guys are doing? What the
No, I think I would like to try and keep an eye out to see if I can try and figure out if anyone's following us while we're driving. Be aware that the police were at least paying attention to the bar. But beyond that, I don't think I mind.
Sure. High fight, anything?
No,
I want to give you guys all a chance to roll here as do a group skill check as we move away. So I'm just trying to get a vibe of what those things would be.
yeah, I'm gonna keep looking at Ember, but like not in the way Zero was, but more confused. Like less admiration, more how the hell did that not all reject from your body?
All right. Okay. I'll say that's either going to be, depending on where you want to go with it, Milo. Either going to be some sort of one of your tech specialties. I'll let you roll whatever of those specialties you feel would be appropriate, or you could give me a human empathy roll if it's more about trying to figure her out. And Cleve, I wanted you to give me perception as you're watching your backs. Zero, I want you to give me a local expert.
I'm gonna try and use what
Roll.
they if I can use what they showed me on the map before to get the rough idea
Yes.
of the final destination, and then just kind of like plan out a route that is a little more windy along the way. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's your local expert that's
Yeah.
facilitating your
Yeah.
ability to
I'm also gonna spend 2 luck
cross.
on it, if that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Viper, I think you're gonna be doing vehicle handling.
Okay, I can do that. I have drive land vehicle.
Yes, that will be it.
Okay, I've been rolling. My actual rolls have been shit, and my big modifiers have been saving me. I have only +6, so we'll see.
You want to spend any
23.
23.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you
I got
crit?
17 total.
I think so. I'll show you the. I
With
don't.
a plus
Nice.
6, a
Yeah,
23 it has to
Is
be
a
a crit, right?
10, a 7 plus 6.
Yeah, that's a crit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where was that
See,
when I was
I
trying
am
to
your
run
lucky
away?
charm. I am your lucky charm. You
Shut
were
up.
without me last time. What can
Shut
I
up.
say?
Amazing. Yeah, between the two of you, uh, like, you're not sure, like, what exactly it is. Like, maybe you're feeling like something about the way the zero is like getting you guys there. Like, not only are you getting picking a route that is like totally effective, totally like you catch sight of them like in on a cross street occasionally, like you know you're going the same direction. Um, somehow you've also picked like the most like cool and scenic route through the streets as you guys are getting there, and like Vipers, you're just like hitting every turn like perfectly. You're like somehow like the two of you guys going through the sea, you both look so fucking cool and hot. Like I know that that's like maybe a weird thing to be the thing for what the crit is, but like literally like you guys are fucking vibing out in this moment. You guys are like yes, it's been a stressful night. Yes, there's a lot going on, but like something about just being on a bike together, going working together, heading off, like you guys are like
Yeah.
we're so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Actually.
Her driving him is her way of saying like, okay, I'm cool now.
Mhm.
And then as they go, and it's just I feel like because they've done this before, it's just very natural. And why not? I'll pop a wheelie.
Amazing. You guys,
Yeah.
right as you're going on a bridge that leads like from the upper floor of some buildings, like over this big highway intersection, like you hit this wheelie up in the air as like get the full color and neon light of the city behind you, and you're just like,
I'm so cool.
yeah. Um, yeah. The
Mhm.
night is full of wonder. In our slightly maybe more tense vehicle, um, obviously, the Laszlo knows where he's going, so he knows how to navigate through the streets. He's able to do a good job. Ember, for her part, is just sort of like cross, like trying to like hunker down basically. Like she picked the passenger seat, but she's sort of like trying to make herself small and visible. She's just sort of like as you're looking at her, High Clay, you like I know you didn't roll empathy, but like you're able to like it's very obvious like even as you're starting to look at her that she's just like her maybe it's your anxious mind that can just relate to where she's going, but it's pretty clear like she's on to the next step. She's thinking her mind's going like a million miles a minute right now, but she's not really able to um like she's just yeah. What you do get more out of as you're are starting to like look her over with this knowledge in mind, with from you're looking at this just like seam from what Zero was able to put on to her, from what you looked at the wound before, from what you remember, like you don't have a good view of it at the moment. Like ultimately, Zero was able to fuse in some synth skin to the outside. Her outside is just like normal synth skin that you would see on someone who'd gotten something replaced.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's blended into appear like from the outside she just looks like a normal person, but like you you have the unique privilege of being able to like not only did you get like formally trained in medicine, High Clay, you were in some pretty good schools. You were working with like your internships and your studies took place in facilities that were using kind of the best of what was available to learn from. So you have a really good idea of what's possible with modern tech. Um and granted it's been a couple years, but like this is this shouldn't be possible for like you said it right yourself. Like you are kind of flabbergasted because like you feel as certain as you can that like this level of technology like yes, we've come a long way with our ability to enhance ourselves cybernetically, but a full person, as seems to be what's being implied, that like that should not be possible. You don't you like with the 17 that's your professional opinion is that like this is a rarity is putting it mildly.
Okay.
um Cleve, with a 19 in your perception, you hardly blink on your way back, on your way throughout this journey. You're locked in a way that a lot of people aren't able to stay locked in. um like with most people, like even if their intent was to be that locked in on on a day like today, with the fear of I'm being chased potentially, like
Mm-hmm.
you're able to quiet that part of your mind. The emotional flutterings of the day are not enough to distract you from your, at this point, single-minded purpose and
Yeah.
focus on
Speaking of people who have too much cyberware in them.
yeah. um I hate to say it, but he's more machine than man now. um Had to be said at least
Not
once.
incorrect.
um yeah, you keep your eyes peeled. You scan every street behind you. You you watch for, and you've run into the police enough to know what their typical vehicles, their marked vehicles, their unmarked vehicles. You know what you're looking for. You guys are not, as far as you are aware, followed as you make your way together northward. Um, a little ways. You guys are actually eventually make your way out of, not fully out of New Galveston, but out of like New Galveston proper. You're starting to get into an area that if this were a modern city, we might start to see the shift away from like downtown industrial area into like suburban outer like outer areas. In this, the transition is more from a place where everything is, it's like skyscrapers plus in the metropolitan areas. There's I've tried to allude for, like there's a lot of connectivity that just sort of is like upper floors, lower floors. They're all the same. We're all just sort of in this big sort of hive of, it's too dense to do anything other than just cram as much connectivity as much into the space
Like
as is possible.
like
And
freeways that are like vertical rather than like horizontal almost kind of thing. Like
absolutely.
you go up onto, like, oh, I need to go downtown, so I go up onto the third floor and then I drive. It's wild.
Hmm. Or they'll just cut like huge tubes at an angle through a key big part of
Through the middle
downtown.
of a
Things will
building and then
continue
just
on. Um, Yeah, in some areas, like in the like city center, which is again not where you were. You're a little far from center. And in proper city center, a lot of life is spent like potentially miles above the ground. Um, from where you are, slightly less downtown from where where you started. You know, your buildings are tall. It's more a bit like I don't know, like uh, I was gonna say like how Paris, everything is like at least 5, 10 stories tall, but like nothing is like crazy. There's still those like buildings. You still got that like bridging or whatever that in the modern era, but like you guys have been like on the ground of the earth, especially since like you're not hovering above a giant city that's like halfway out onto the gulf. Like it's fully grounded. You're able to be on the ground. People still have that like that desire to be on the ground. It's still scary to be miles and miles above the air. Most people try to not do that. You're extending even further out and are starting to see like there isn't a point where things shift into nature and into like a rural environment the way that we would be used to. It's like either there is this urbanity, to use, I don't know what a, there is this like hyper civilized, hyper technical era, and then there is ruin outside of that. So as you're escaping, it's you see a lot of you still the same like materials, a lot of metals, a lot of plastics, a lot of cement, concrete, but like it's rather than it's kind of stark how quick the shift from these are materials that are being used to this is detritus that hasn't been reincorporated into life yet. um and it just sort of starts happening in pockets as you get further out of the city. Starts happening more and more. You don't quite get to like full desolation. You're not going like leaving the city, but you're just getting into more areas that like haven't fully been re-civilized yet, I guess. um Emma, you've got a question.
I was just wondering if it's possible. I'm fine if the vibes are going elsewhere for description, but would it be possible for me to, now that we're kind of in a stretch of road where I don't have to be quite so concentrated on directing, can I sort of like sit back and try to do, I could see a few things as a techie to do this, but get a vibe if anyone is physically following us. Or I believe, if not me, maybe Netrunner, but I think I can basically loop into like police scanner radios to see if there's like, even if they're at a distance so we can't see them, but they are tailing us in some way, just to keep a clear back if possible. I think I've read somewhere that I can do that.
Sure.
Or at least try to.
Yeah, it's gonna be different than the way that a net runner would be wearing. Like you're not you're not
Yeah.
plugging into anything.
It's more
Especially
like
you're on a
LAN radio
moving
style.
vehicle.
Yeah.
But
the
yes,
way that people, yeah.
Yeah. I will let you roll the whatever tech-based route you want to go
I wonder if
into
it's
trying to get that information.
where is the one? Electronic security tech, because I'm essentially trying to loop into their security tech. If that makes sense.
Sure. Go ahead and make the roll. I am gonna keep in mind that you are limited to what you can do
Yeah.
wirelessly.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And on the back of a moving.
Is a 20 okay?
Like 20 is still pretty dang good though. Like even keeping those
Is a 20
factors into
okay?
play. Yeah, not
good at,
many
like,
people
one
would
thing.
be able to do this.
Yeah.
But
I trust
to
Vibrant to
you-
keep me secure. I'm using my own thighs, my cyber legs, I
Yeah.
guess, and then just like,
yeah, you with an iPad on the back of a bike is
beep, beep, beep.
you're like the evolved form of an iPad kid, like able to
Yes.
fully like make use of that in a way that most people wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you run a
You gotta use that hyper focus.
scan.
It's just to
I
see if there's any chatter that gives the implication that we might be being followed as well.
Sure. I'm going to say you are able to with a 20, you're able to get into the like police scan frequencies. It's not a perfect connection. You're not able to get like use that to get deep within anything, but you're able to start picking out surface level stuff before it gets filtered away from you. You're able to start flipping through chatter, trying to see what the hubbub is about. What you pick up from this is that I mean they're clearly referring to not by name or by even description. A they're using a code name. It's a really subtle police code name of like Blue. Is they're just calling the girl Blue, but like they're talking about like you're hearing like updates on like uh blank zone XYZ scanned negative for Blue. You're hearing stuff like people you hear that like there have been arrests made of like rioters who went like
Yeah.
full Molotov about it.
Yeah.
There was a brief, but a brief and like violent, but like got settled down pretty quickly. The police came in, like were ready, like were ready. Were able to get that down pretty quickly. I say the most interesting thing, you don't hear anyone specifically make any comments about like you don't catch anything that matches your descriptions or your vehicle's descriptions. You don't get anything that immediately like is pointing out like, oh, they're looking for us now or looking for, well, not you don't get anything that says they've seen you, but you do get a sense like you get a couple of points just like referencing like the like file open on like a suspect group from the situation that like there's not a lot with, even with a 20, that you don't get a lot of chatter about it, which is a 20 is enough to get a sense that like they are being a little cagey with what they're discussing about you guys. They're like treating you guys with a certain amount of like security protocols being attached to how they're discussing you guys. But it doesn't seem, the vibe you get doesn't seem to be in a like let's chase them down. They are super tied into, they have the suspect, like they're like an immediate threat. It's more like seems to be in a like, okay, put that file into a fact gathering group, make sure we have eyes on that, but like volume of chatter doesn't seem to be on you guys.
And Zero, we've established that although his literacy isn't great, his intelligence is actually pretty good. And it's clear that if the police are handling you with that level of care and security implies that they have an idea about what we can do. If it's possible,
or at least don't want to risk someone
sure,
with your
people
skills
figuring it out,
doing exactly what you're doing.
exactly. So if it's possible, with the tech as it is just now, to just like sound grab those little audio bites of what I've been hearing, compress it into a file, send it out to everybody, so that you guys can listen to what I've just listened to, with a little note of those in the buggy, can you pass it on, basically, so that everyone's just aware of what I've just heard.
Awesome.
And then I put away my iPad and just buckle in for the ride.
Awesome. Yeah, it's nice and quiet in that little Humvee. You,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you guys would have sound on, but you
Yeah.
get those messages. You can
Zero's
make
been
of
a
it
good
what you
boy.
will.
Mm-hmm.
Rest of the trip is pretty quiet, I guess it seems. Unless
Yeah, Jenny, you guys
the
actually
roads
pass
are
it on.
quiet enough that
Yeah.
there's time for we're getting close to arriving at our destination, but
Yeah.
if there's any conversations that want to be had before we pull up, or maybe the roads are just quiet, that's totally fine. Okay. All right, you guys pull up to obviously the people who know where they're going get there first. Eventually, it's at a point where you're at a external enough road. You feel relatively comfortable. Eventually, you're just following down the road, maybe 100 yards or so from your friends. They pull up to what looks like a pretty unremarkable, just like edge between like they pull off the road, and it's just like this road doesn't continue much further this way. This like is an edge point that I referenced before between like something that's been built up and something that hasn't. And they just pull up in front of this rubble essentially and wait for you to pull up next to them, which
Vroom, vroom.
you do.
Still
Alright.
wouldn't go.
Yeah, Viper pulls up. The first thing she does is grab Zero by the helmet to use him as a mirror to fix her lipstick, and then just pat his head.
Yep. I'm gonna pop it
Excellent.
up, take the helmet off, smile at that, and then go bouncing over with my excited energy to Ember. Did you I kind of look around. Is this place secure?
It's remote, but we should probably wait until we're outside to honestly talk about much.
You have a code name now. That's fun.
Huh. Yeah. Everybody's so creative, and just kind of like winks at High Clay.
Yeah.
Nice tattoo, by the way. Sorry I was so jumpy. It's a big day. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say she, waits for everybody to be on foot, ready to follow her, and then turns and starts leading the way to some sort of hideout,
Yeah.
which I think we will get to next week.
Weehoo! Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Wonderful. Thank you, everybody. Sorry for throwing bad guys at you guys with the
Don't
extent
apologize.
to
We
which
love
I
this
did.
shit.
But
Yeah.
We love this shit.
things, yeah, you guys are handling it well. Wonderful. I just want to sit in awe, but I should do that after I've said goodbye to our audience. Thank you so much for checking out our second episode. If you need to go back and catch up on this or any of our other content, it's all on our YouTube, I believe, and our we got Twitch VODs, we got all kinds of things. Please stick around if you like our stuff. We really appreciate it. We like hanging out. Do what you gotta do to make sure you come next time and tell us what you like about our shows. I've been Emily. If everyone else wants to go around, just say who they are, what they're doing out there these days, anything they want to say about.
Hi everyone.
Say goodbye.
My name's Satan. This is Parmesan. He's a big boy.
Beautiful.
I also go by Alyssa Vamp. Hi baby. Alyssa Vamp art or Alyssa Vamp on Blue Sky. Where you get tangled up in my wires for? I do art and I do overlays and I do stuff like that, though I'm not super active on social media. But mostly you can find me here playing games with my fellow players. That's me.
Hi, it's me. I'm Ember, humbly on the internet, and I've been playing Zero today. Yeah, you can see me here a lot. Tomorrow is going to be the first episode of our Dragon Age story, the Warden story, which
Yeah.
is sad and dramatic and funny and all of the things. So yeah, tune in for that. And you can see me on Saturday. We couldn't do our premiere this last Saturday because of health reasons. But this Saturday over at Valdraith's channel, you can see me there running a Fallout game, where they're all vault dwellers and everything is definitely okay. And then on 9th of November, part of Val's Extra Life weekend, I'll be playing in a game and running a game of 10 candles, for raising money for 6 kids. So that's me. That's where you can find me. Also stick around for the raid, everybody.
Hi everyone, I am Penitent and I have been playing Cleave this evening. You can't find me on the internet because I try my best not to be on it, because I don't like it broadly. It's kind of terrible. However, look forward to eventually, potentially seeing me do some more work on with the lovely people on this channel. We may or may not be planning things in the background and scheming things involving Paris and vampires, and that's all I'm going to say on that matter. That's me.
Hello,
Jokes.
I've been Milo. I will continue to be Milo. I love going after Penitent because he's always like, I hate the internet, and here I am, social media and everything. You can find me at Mentalicious pretty much everywhere. I'm primarily a voice actor, but I also do other secret cool things if you want to check it out.
Love secret cool things.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we do. Well, thank you once again. We are going to be rating our good friend and friend of the channel, Freddie, who's going to be streaming once again. Thank you so much. See you guys next week or wherever we see you on the internet. Love you guys.